Take two. FamilyRoom podcast, episode 54. And you ready to do the drop? I'm Mike Rome.
Stefan.
Jesse Williams.
Look, so like I was saying,
Kinda.
here's the asterisk on the bucket. This is the hardest championship anybody's ever had to win. If LeBron wins this championship, fuck out of here with that Jordan stuff.
Mm-hmm.
For real. Jordan ain't never had to put it on it. He put it on the shelf. But everybody else didn't.
Mm-hmm.
The whole league shut down. Staying ready, coming out ready. If he wins this, it ain't no negative asterisk like, everybody stop. You got to recharge. No, bro. I was inside because of COVID. I was scared to get my family sick. I didn't do shit.
And everybody else stayed inside too.
I stayed at home workouts. If LeBron wins this, he's going to say, I came off a home workouts and did you niggas up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear it, Jordan. I came off my home workouts and did things up, bro. I wasn't with my team. I wasn't with my trainers. I wasn't with nobody. I was at home kicking it with my boy. He said in his first media presser, he said, I didn't really miss the game. I went outside and hooped. With my boys every day. So you niggas are like my sons.
Mm.
You niggas are like my sons.
Mm. That's what he said, talking about the other teammates coming through or other players coming through?
They asked him, like, how was the time off? Did you miss basketball? He said...
No, I'm saying who is he playing against? That he's saying he...
he said, I was literally at home playing against my kids. I missed the game because I was at home playing with my kids.
Yeah.
It was nice. I've never had 4 months where I've been at home with my kids. I've been traveling the world and doing all this. So pretty much, now the basketball was satisfied. I was hooping with my sons. Like, when I get out here on the court, it's like, this is my children.
Yeah, he said what he missed most was his mom. He said he had to spend that much time away from his mom ever.
That's crazy. That's good though. Well, not good, but...
So, that's what I'm saying. The asterisk is, nobody's ever had to do this. These are wild circumstances. And if whoever wins this is going to have a leg up in whatever argument they're in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's say Giannis wins it. People are going to be like, you got to say he's the best in the league, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything's stacked against him. The whole league stopped. Everybody shut down. Stay ready. Keep it figured out. Make sure you get your team to the finish line. Short of LeBron getting COVID or somebody else getting COVID, if the big names are healthy, look, fam, as long as LeBron, Kawhi, James Harden, Giannis, if them dudes is healthy when we play this championship, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. If it's game one of the finals and then Giannis is Lakers versus Bucks and Giannis, and I don't think the Bucks are going. I'm just saying everybody loves the Bucks right now and they love Giannis. But if Giannis get COVID, all right, bro, I don't know. You can't really talk that shit about winning this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's got to be that situation. But I'm gonna still be like, yo, you the champ. He got there.
How'd you get COVID, bro? What'd you do? You knew you're in the championship finals.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You was good up until now. Would you go get a burger or something outside?
Yeah. What did you?
Relax. You know what I'm saying? 2 more weeks. You know what I mean, or whatever. But
not facts.
Look, man. Like, I've been having these back. Look, the NBA is back. Look, man. Cool. I'm ready.
Look. I wish I had NBA TV. Low key, I'm about to go look at that. We got to go half on that player.
You got should I say it on the pod? They might take the site down. This ends up anywhere. I'll tell y'all off air.
This isn't live.
Okay. It was at NBABite.com. NBABite.com. Got all the games no matter where it's at. Click it. Click the link. Game plays like it's on TV.
Boom.
Here and there.
That's all
I watch
NFL
Bite. NFLBite.com too.
1353. Timestamp that.
Every
Do you remember those?
Hmm?
Do you remember like 1353?
I'll write it down.
Oh, okay.
Write that down. No.
That's part of the reason why I said it out loud, because it'll be early in the podcast when I edit that.
Yeah.
So then I'll write it down.
But every game that I didn't end up during the football season, I end up at a bar with you or you. I watched on that site. I I was at a lot of bars in the football season. Been there a couple times.
Man,
A couple times.
that was fun. Like, and that's what I'm gonna miss about not being able to go out to those type of places because like it's a good meeting social area. Mm-hmm. I didn't go for the extra people. Like, we can all get together and chill at the pad. You know what I mean? But it's not the same if, you know what I mean, the TV's playing, there's bar, there's a bunch of music going, there's, you know what I mean, some drinks flowing.
Oh, that's how you know niggas have been in the house for a long time. Because I remember at first when we was talking about that, niggas was like, that's how you know I don't really need to go outside. I don't need to be outside. Now niggas like, man, I'm just socializing.
Man, I just miss like all of us going out to a bar once in a while.
You know what I mean? There's a question I meant to ask y'all. Well, you. Because we're in a similar situation. We're older than our wives. Keisha older than you by a little bit, right? Okay. But was it a fight at any point in y'all relationship? But y'all just only a couple months. Like, we got years on ours. You know what I'm saying?
3.
Like, was it a fight ever? It's like, when I met Bird and we were hanging out after we were together a couple years, she was on her, I'm trying to be out every night shit. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I did that already. Mm-hmm. I don't really want to. You don't got that kind of energy to go out every night. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wanna go out, but it's a different kind of go out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I'll go out to a spot and I'll chill in a section or whatever. I'll have a drink or whatever. But she was talking about going out to like the dance all night spot, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really. Was I ever a fight with y'all?
No. Time was always vibing. Like, she wasn't trying to go out. No, okay, you know what I mean? Which was lucky for me, because I don't like going out like that either. Because
now I almost like I want to be. We gotta be doing something.
Yeah.
I don't want to just go. It's different because I do want to go. I'll come out and kick it with y'all, but just the big ass group and we just over somewhere kicking it. Mm-hmm. I'm Gucci. I'd rather go out and go do something.
Yeah, see, I ran into that age barrier with her when it came down to my family, though. Like, because my family, we were just doing things that kids wasn't allowed to do, and I wasn't even allowed to be around. You know what I mean? Family, and of course, so that's what I'm saying, because she's younger. So when I was 21 and she wasn't, I was like, I'm trying to go out and be with the adults. Mm-hmm. And my family, I've been in the little kid section.
We're going out over
for 20 years, and I just got cool to go out here.
Yeah, we can't go to 18 and up.
Not because I brought you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the whole family's not gonna go 18 and up because you're here.
No.
No. Oh man, so, I'm glad I didn't have to deal with that one.
Yeah, so
I'm glad I didn't have to deal with that one. Bro.
But once she turned 21, it was cool. It was on and popping. We was she was everywhere.
I remember,
brought the little nigga with me.
I remember because obviously we've all been with our women for years and years now. And I remember back when Keisha and I would go out to eat somewhere, and I'd come back, or the two of us would come back like a little tipsy. Mm-hmm. And me and Twiz would be chilling. He'd be like, "Oh, y'all had drinks?" He'd be like, "Yeah." Like, man, I can't wait till time turns 21, man. I was thinking about that just the other day actually, because I was telling Keisha like, because her birthday coming up. And I was speaking of that. I got that hotel room booked, fam. Droughts almost over. This droughts almost over.
Man. This, y'all, me.
Nobody gonna be about to spend all my cash.
This is stupid. They gonna come back with a baby.
Yeah. Oh, nah. She not until like 2032. She fixed the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, dang. Well, that's forever then, right? I ain't gonna have no kid until 2032.
Right.
Maybe I'll have one by then.
You'll definitely have one by then. See, I forgot what I was saying.
I said the droughts over and then you got the hotel room.
Yeah, but before that, why did I bring that up?
Her birthday. And
well, I mean, we were talking about.
You said her birthday coming up. Time.
We were talking about going out with our ladies. Then you brought up Keisha's birthday. Then you said the drought's over. I thought that's my bad. I thought that was the point.
Yeah, I thought the drought was over.
Maybe it was.
Yeah, that's funny though.
Anywho, yeah, the drought's almost over, man. Drought's almost over. I'll keep you guys updated.
But me and Bird were talking about. We were both thinking about our longest drought, and I think, but I can't think of a time where we went past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
we talked about that before.
Yeah, I mean, outside of when she was gone in Greece for a month.
Yeah.
But
we talked about that.
Yeah. But yeah, she actually brought it up. It was random.
Speaking of things of that nature, did y'all see old boy? What's his name? Dude on Twitter said something about like ask the question, do y'all really think that Jill Scott is sexy? You all see that? And like what she said like that?
Nah. Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about, but no, I didn't see it.
Kyle Quiero. He said people are attracted to Jill Scott, and by no means is she ugly, but y'all sexually aroused by her, huh? First of all, yeah. Second of all, hey, who are you, bro, to just be jumping out there and just saying something like that?
I don't fuck with that shit because it's bro, everybody has their preferences.
Yeah.
Everybody has their preferences. Like, I'm married to what I like. You know what I'm saying? My wife does it for me. If she don't do it for somebody else, I don't care.
Fact.
But that probably wouldn't be said about my wife because she's not black and she's a thinner girl. Like, my point is, he wouldn't say that about nobody. That it seems like shit like this is said about black women and like bigger black women or full size black women. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. What are you talking about? Read the comments on her pictures, dog. Look at, like, yes, mad people think Jill Scott is attractive, sexually arousing, all of that, fam.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand where that comes from.
So this is how she responded, right? So she said, "Wait, I'm trending again." She said, "Okay, then justice for Breonna Taylor, justice for Sandra Bland," and just start shouting out a whole bunch of people. Loving ourselves and each other is respectful and uplifting, supportive, eyes on the prize. Love Village, eyes on the prize. Black the Queen, but I was like, I don't even know who the Kyle. Who is it? Oh, he's black. Oh, come on. He ain't not black. But he ain't white. He's a football player. I didn't know he was a football player. I should have looked at that before I started talking.
Bro.
I thought it makes a difference.
Yeah. He's bugging. And
He's wild.
Yeah. And you're somebody, a public figure. You can't be doing that. You can't be. That's your personal opinion. Keep it personal.
Yeah, and
If
of course,
if that's how you feel about her body type or whatever.
Speaking of the way Jill Scott handled that was gonna be like queen, as she's a queen. You know what I'm saying? She's proven herself. But did y'all see? And I think this is gonna be a trend in the NBA. Did you guys see Tobias Harris's first presser?
Oh yeah, I remember you told me about it.
Yeah. Yeah, so he got on there, so he got in front of the camera, and they're doing everything by video and all that, you know what I'm saying? They're in the bubble. And the first question comes up, "Oh, Tobias, how you feel, team, whatever the question is." He said, "I hope the Attorney General in Kentucky brings up the killers of Breonna Taylor on charges. I think you all need to call in and make sure that happens. Justice for Breonna Taylor. That's going to be my answer to every question you ask me, so I could do that, or I could leave right now." And they said, "Oh, thank you." And they got up and left.
They don't want no more Marshawn Lynch incidents out there.
Or they just know what they're doing and nobody's going to fight it now.
Oh, for sure. That for sure.
Marshawn Lynch looks like a genius right now. I'm not talking about nothing I don't want to talk about, bruh. I ain't here for this. Right. But now they're doing it for a certain reason that everybody can get behind and ain't nobody gonna kill you for it. Before it was just like some players just want to be left alone. No, you got an obligation. Now they got a message you can't really argue with. Now it's cool.
Yeah.
You know
now you don't want to fight
y'all see what D-Wade did on the TNT's shit? He had the number for the Attorney General in Kentucky. It said, Breonna Taylor, call this number, call in, let him know you want justice. During the show, they pulled it open. He was like, told everybody his message, and then left the shirt and left his jacket open the whole show. And they highlighted a couple different times during the TNT segment. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's going to be a thing throughout this bubble shit. I think hella players are going to be like, spitting their message. And then that's it. I'm not answering no questions. I'm not.
Yeah.
And with that said, and with all I've been saying, I do have to retract my position and apologize for going so hard about it, because I mean, clear to see right now. Like you said, with the platform, with them being on TV, with games being played, and with like these platforms, with these interviews and stuff like that, and them saying things like that, and D-Wade and the T-shirt and all that, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely 100% right. That was absolutely 100% wrong.
And I think there's certain things that like we don't got a lot of we don't have a lot of things that's gonna force nobody to do anything, like to force the system to do whatever they want. But I hope that football takes on this mindset if they get started and all this other stuff, because they're not gonna stop their basketball. They're not gonna stop their football because you have a message. They make too much money. They'll give you your 15 minutes, bro. They will give you that so they can get that money. And that sounds funny. A lot of people are like, oh, they ain't giving us nothing. Who owns the companies that these are airing on? They're not going to turn off LeBron. They are not going to do that. They enjoy watching us put on at these sports too much. Just talk about what you want to talk about. And don't talk about nothing else.
Yeah, fact.
Just do it. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, look at Drew Brees' punk ass. I ain't gonna say punk ass. Look at Drew Brees' ass right now. He did a full about face. They're not gonna. You think they're gonna silence Drew Brees no matter what he talked about? He's been on both sides of the line in statements in a month's time, and ain't get reprimanded for neither one. Because he's a quarterback, and now Pat Mahomes is doing that shit, and now they got a problem. Because Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, now they gonna be the ones that you try to hear the most from. And if they do the right thing, they ain't gonna have no choice. The NFL about to hurt their dollars because you give a damn. No. They ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna do that. I hope every player does what Tobias Harris did, bro. I'm not mad if they answer questions about basketball and try to keep it normal, but throw your message in there. Put on. Yeah. There's certain players I expect it from too. Yeah. Certain players that I expect it from. Like, I think Jimmy Butler's gonna do some wild shit up there. That's what I think.
I need Pat Bev to go hard. He go hard about everything else.
Pat Bev is gonna be out there and be a dog. He's an attack dog. He's gonna be talking shit on LeBron. That's all he do.
No, I'm talking about what we was just talking about. I need him to be out there the same way he was, like you said, on attack mode. I need him
pushing
to be on attack mode, pushing the movement. Exactly.
I think everybody have a message. I think a lot of dudes will do it because they feel like they have to, and I think that there's a certain amount of dudes that feel like they like not have to. I got to. I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think LeBron's gonna do it right away, but I think he's gonna find a way to use that time differently than how everybody else is doing it and really talk about some shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, he gonna be like, fuck this. Let me ask y'all some questions. Y'all always ask me some shit. What do you think we should be doing about Breonna Taylor? Like, and make them say, you know what I mean? Like, I hope somebody, like, I wouldn't put that past a Westbrook type of motherfucker or nothing.
They get real uncomfortable in here.
Yeah, Westbrook gonna be out there angry, y'all asking him about basketball. What? We got real stuff going on. Like, I hope so, man. I hope so. Because, like I said before, I think you got to do every level of it. Like, there's still protests going on every day, and that's a part of it. Being disruptive in that manner is a part of it. But I think the bigger stuff is like the behind the scenes work, people using their influence, people like us, everyday people taking this type of shit to our jobs, all of that kind of stuff, people that we're dealing with, people that we're talking to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to tell a girl at work, she said, oh, did you see this brother, a white girl, she's like, oh, did you see this brother walking around here? Like, and I do security. So it's like homeless people around doing stuff like that. She was like, did you see this brother over here? And I work the night shift. So it's nighttime. Like, oh, did you see this brother over here? I don't know if you could see him over there. I said, what'd you say? She said, this brother. I was like, what do you mean? Is he your brother? He was like, no, I just mean, I was like, you mean what? And she was like, oh, I was like, I don't say that again.
What should she have said?
Like she does for everybody else. She's like, hey, there was a transient person over by this place. Hey, there's a homeless guy over here. I think this dude over here is high. Whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not mad at
that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think that would make me angry. I think I would have just laughed at her. Like, that brother. That brother.
But
okay.
See, for me, that like, that's the... I'm beyond, like, that's the cool...
Like, she was trying to patronize you?
No, I don't think she was trying to patronize me. I think that's her normal talk. And I'm telling... that was my way of letting her know that's not okay. Like, if I would have been like, made it funny, she would have like, oh, he thought it was funny, he thought it was cool. No, I don't. Like, what do you mean? You wouldn't call anybody else brother over there.
Man.
Every black person you see ain't a brother.
No, but I mean,
you know,
I've heard Uncle Scott say that, or our uncle that's white. I've heard him say like, oh, and the brothers at the park will be playing and da-da-da-da-da. And maybe because we have a different level, we know he has a different level of understanding and we have a different relationship with him maybe. But I've heard white people refer to black dudes. Like
they refer to a group of black dudes as they're and I don't think that's 100% cool, but I think it's different when you're categorizing where you're at and who's playing there. Whereas security job, you wouldn't call a white dude over there brother. You're saying that as a descriptor for the black dude.
Do you think she meant it to be like? Do you think she meant it to be offensive?
She meant it to be a descriptor of a black person.
And you think that's wrong?
That's her description of a black person. Yeah, those are all brothers over there. You see that brother over there? And she continued to say, that brother over there, I think he has weapons on him and all this other stuff. I was like, huh? Why do you think that? Because he's that brother over there? But I feel you. I should have said all that. I feel you. It's like, oh, that brother over there, he's got a backpack. I think I saw something like a knife in there. In his backpack?
Maybe not.
You think he saw a knife in his backpack?
Maybe not this exact like sentence or this exact phrasing, but I've heard like white dudes say, for example, like, oh man, yeah, you can go to 24-hour fitness, or maybe you can go to the fitness club and play like that. But shoot, you go down to Venice Beach and play with the brothers. Oh, it's gonna be a whole different story. And they don't mean it offensively. They just mean like when you go down there and play.
Yeah, I feel you. That's different.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That's what I'm saying.
And before he put the extra stuff on there, that's how I felt she was using it.
Oh, I feel you.
Until he put the extra stuff on.
But like I would say this, I've never been talking to a white dude, and that's what I'm saying. Like we've been hooping forever now. I've never been around a white dude and he was like, "Yo, that brother right there, he nice." When most people use that, they're describing a place or who's playing there. Everybody there. Mm-hmm. Those two brothers over there, they get down a little bit different. Mm-hmm. Just like you would say, hey, them dudes over there.
Again,
you know what I'm saying?
Double standard, because it's perfectly okay for us to be like, hey man, that white boy get busy. That white boy is not because it's like a compliment if we say it about a white dude. But if they be like, hey man, that black guy is nice, we're gonna be like the black guy. Like,
no, and that's what I'm saying. And I've heard white boys say, yo, that black dude over there, he's busting ass.
Yeah.
He's describing that dude. She's categorizing every motherfucking black person as a brother. I don't know what that is.
I remember in high school.
So she said, oh, my brother's over there. I think it was a white dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Robert Garcia and them, when they would talk about Deshaun, they'd be like, the black guy. And I didn't even know Deshaun at the time. Mm-hmm. Like, I had never met him yet. But I was still like, stop talking about him like that. Like, stop referring to him as that. Like, and it honestly, in high school, made me feel away with him. It's like, I mean, even in football, like, he has a number and a position. You could refer to him as that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But even then, like, thinking back, it's like, I don't really know if that's offensive. Like, to be like, oh, the black dude that plays defensive line. Like, especially if he's the only black dude that plays defensive line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel you. I feel you. But I think when somebody's using it and their tone and how they're using it, you know what they mean by it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I said, like, and without all the history, but like, I think I've told both of y'all about this. So I've definitely told you, because when I first started working there, they're like, this girl, she just mad categorizes people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was this dude there, like, he was a brown man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, she's told me about other transient people, and she wasn't like, oh, that skater over there, talking about a white dude. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't like, oh, that, like, bro over there.
Yeah.
She was like, there's a guy over there. Oh, I saw this guy. Mm-hmm. Oh, there was this lady over there. It was like, oh, there's this brother over there. Like, watch out. Mm. Brother right there. What?
He has a weapon in his bag.
But, and I say that to say, like, and in these times, that we're in right now to be talking to your black coworker. Like, I don't know if she would have said this to anybody. I've literally never seen this chick in a group conversation. I've only seen her at work. I'm relieving her. She says whatever to me, and then she dips.
But I think if you just, it depends on like how someone uses something and also the situation. Because right now, like, while I'm kind of laughing, I'm thinking about when he was playing freshman year summer basketball, and he was coming off the court, and Jesse was like, "What you got?" And he was like, "I got Larry Bird."
That was hella racist, bro.
I meant that derogatorily. And that's what I'm saying, and that's not a good look.
But I know exactly who you was talking about.
He was the pale white boy on their team. Which was not right, but I'm saying, when she says that to me, I don't take that in no cool way.
But check this out, and that's exactly, I'm glad you said that, because you were using it like that, but I'm saying, had he been wetting the gym up, and you said, I'm got Larry Bird,
it wouldn't have been
a compliment.
It wouldn't have been right, yeah.
So it's all about how you use something. And so if somebody says the brothers, and they mean like, yo, you take that down to the Drew League and play with the brothers, and you go get your ass busted. It's a compliment. But if they outside and you be like, hey, the brothers over there and they got guns on them, then it's disrespectful. So it's all about how you use something and the person that's using it.
No.
That's what I said. It's bad.
I think
100%.
I think Steph said what, like, if it's she was talking about a single person trying to group all black people together.
I see.
Like, she would have called any black dude over there in that corner a brother. And what comes with brothers is he has a backpack. I think I saw a knife.
Yeah.
In his bag?
Yeah. Is what I
She
thought.
said there was something pressed up against it that looked like it could have been a knife.
Protruding from the back.
I told her, I was like, look, don't say that. And there's mad homeless people that come through here with backpacks on. He's probably going to be gone in 20 minutes. I'm not going to say shit to him.
Yeah.
If you want to call, because look, and she came over before my shift started. It was like 20 minutes before my shift started. I was sitting in my car chilling. And I was like, if you want to call because there's still your shift, you go ahead and call the police. And she called the police. It is so because this is a black dude. I got out the car and stood over there to make sure he was good, because she clearly called and said this motherfucker got weapons. So I'm like, what? I'm like, alright, bro. But, I mean, homie checked out. They didn't do shit but check his bag.
Of course not.
But I'm like, the fuck? It was just, I don't know. Maybe I'm too sensitive in these times, but I just felt like, come on, dog. She would, like, and this is my thing, she would have never, like, exact same backpack, exact same clothes, different person in it. Like, and that's the type of shit that, like, that I'm starting to describe to the other side of my family, being in a biracial relationship. Like, that exact same situation, you see how worried I was about the cops pulling up on him? You would have never worried about a white dude getting pulled over by the cops like that. Whether he was homeless, whether even if he had weapons on him. They would have arrested his ass and taken him to jail.
Taking him to McDonald's first.
Yeah, made sure his belly was full. That's what I'm like describing to some of them, and it's like, don't tell me you don't get this. Don't tell me this is the shit you don't get. Probably.
I was about to say, they building a new.
They decided to right now start building a new apartment.
The space bar. That's always a line in a movie that Steph has had to rewind and watch like 3 times. And made it like when he pulled that revolver.
Like, bro, this is disrespect. I'm holding my gun already on.
What's a line in like from any movie at all, Triz, that you have to rewind every time you watch it?
Hold on. Let me tell you what I did, because Triz asked me.
Yeah.
As soon as he does that, as soon as he puts his shirt back down, I'm stinging his ass in his shoulder. Pat, what? Yeah, he gonna be on the ground crying like, yeah. Put that shit away. I'm gonna take his gun from him and I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna sting that nigga in his shoulder.
Bro.
I'm gonna take his gun and I'm gonna walk off.
Bro, if that nigga looked down the barrel of his gun that he's pointing and said he's not worried, that one in the shoulder he's gonna eat. He's gonna pull out his weapon and pop you.
He thinks he's gonna eat it. He's not.
That was a big dude. What if he was on some drugs?
And I'm gonna sting him.
What if he was on some drugs?
Not eating it. He was like 7 feet away from him, fam. He was on the other side of a car from this nigga.
People don't. And that's what I'm saying. Unless you hit him in a spot where as soon as that bullet enters him, it's lights out. He's gonna have time to pull that out and pop you.
telling you what I would have did in a moment, bro.
No, I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I'm not aiming for his shoulder though. Is what I'm saying.
2 of these?
I'm saying he's not aiming. I'm not aiming for his shoulder.
Bro.
I'm lights out. I'm not playing these games with you, fam. Or I'm turning around walking away.
He said, I'm a headshot this nigga.
Dead eye and shit. For real.
He said, a movie quote you gotta watch.
Oh yeah, back to
it's gotta be at least twice. Oh, I got another one. What's my what movie is that? Is that Black Hawk Down where he was like, they said, oh, you have to get to so and so. He said, negative. That nigga was hot. I've been running for these things for a day. You talking about going a little farther? Negative.
I'm right here.
I was there. No, you get to me, bro.
Oh, I got mine.
I've been hustling for a day now.
I got mine on the movie Shotas, where he ran up on dude and he was about to take all his stuff and he was like, man, just take the money and spare my life. He said, take the what and leave the what? Nigga, you telling me to take the what and leave the what? He said, what? I done came up in here and made a full mess. You think I'm about to just take some cash and leave?
Or word. What you think I came in for?
Right.
Or
take the
what was
what?
it? Have baby. He's like, I want to talk to Samsung.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. I gotta watch that. I mean, I haven't watched that movie in years. But when I did watch it, I had to watch that little video he did like 2 or 3 times, bro. That shit was so funny.
Yeah, I have to go with it. All about the Benjamins in the store.
Mm-hmm.
15, 30. That whole
Yeah. That's another classic. That's
Wide around Joe Lip. That part, and then the part in the parking lot where he was looking at all the cars for the lottery ticket. He was like, "What? I'm crazy? $50 million with the motherfucking lottery tickets? Nigga, I've been selling."
It was ready to kill somebody, bro.
Oh, bro.
That movie was funny though. When bro jumped off the boat looking like a dead fish, that had me weak.
And then it wasn't funny, but also in Temptations, when he showed up late to the cabana, and like walked in and just oh man, it was too clean. It was so foul how he did his group. The performance he put on was super.
But he was that dude. Yeah, he was that dude.
That was too clean.
That's like when the homie ball hogging, but he making every shot he put up. Yeah. It's like, alright, we gotta let him cook.
I'ma keep passing to you.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah. I'ma let him cook. I'ma let him cook. It's like, come on, bro. Let me get some love, but no,
until LaShawn missed from half court, then we're like, okay, that range
it don't
extended.
matter how
You
many
tripping now?
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
Can't watch
He
that.
used to pass me the ball. That's why I would never get mad. Whether I miss it or not, he would only pass me the ball. And it was almost like I'm only passing you the ball because he's my homie. Because it wasn't like I was.
And he knows that you would pass it back to him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
I remember kept telling him to stop shooting. But we'll pass from the ball every time down. Niggas finally called a timeout. I was like, LaShawn, you gotta stop shooting from half court. He was like, y'all give me the ball every time down. Y'all put the ball in my hands and tell me to score. You beat a nigga with the wet jump shot or stop crying. And just walk out the other.
That shit was comic. I remember that.
Oh wow. I was like, hey, I feel that. You still giving me the ball but telling me to stop.
And then told the nigga what time the game was next week.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you guys are like saying one thing and doing another. You're condoning this bad behavior right now.
Give him the rock and tell him what time the game is.
Yeah.
And then paying for him too to play.
Let him rock. Oh, speaking dudes were letting rock. Y'all see Kanye's first presidential rally?
I seen
yes, a little bit of yes and no.
I seen it. I watched clips because I don't want to pay too much attention to this shit and give it life. I feel like I'm giving this shit life.
I was about to say, I wasn't going to talk about it, but you already brought it up. We could talk about it, it's cool, but can this be the last time we talk about Kanye on the podcast?
I'm down. That's fine.
I was talking to Jasmine actually about this earlier on Twitter, and both of us were talking about like a lot of shit gets credence because we give it way too much time and energy. Remember back in the day, we were probably young. This is probably like before high school. because this shit started around high school. But it's like somebody could say something dumb, outlandish, and we will all acknowledge that it was dumb and outlandish, and not respond to it.
I do remember that.
Act like he didn't.
Never even said
or she didn't say it.
But that's the thing.
Remember when they said that dumbass joke and didn't nobody laugh? Who? Oh, it was you? My bad. But bro, that shit had me weak.
You know what's so funny? Justin said that to me at least 4 times. Where he'll be clowning me to my face and don't know he clowning me to my face.
He said, remember when they...
Remember when I
whoever they are.
That shit had me
Remember when
weak.
you said Jiffy Lube Minute, and I was like, I knew he was gonna say that. Yeah. Me and Tris was in the car. I think we was coming back from Vegas. Somebody was just me and him in the car. He's like, remember that stupid shit? Ace was like, he knew Steph was gonna say Jiffy Lube Minute, this dumbass nigga. I was like, bro, that was me. He was like, oh, well, I will leave your ass.
I don't believe it, nigga. This nigga, out of all the car places, he knew you was gonna say Jiffy Lube, bro.
Not car places.
It was it was something like that.
It was like oil. It was like oil changes and shit.
No, it wasn't even about cars or oil, nothing like that. You was talking about like you would be there soon, and you were saying. Like,
Oh, you could be there in a jiffy.
Be there in a jiff.
Oh, okay.
Because earlier that you was like, I'll be there in a jiff, or you said something like funny. Nigga, and Triz was like, be there in a jiff or something like that. And I remember like right before on everything I love. Of course, niggas still ain't gonna believe me, but everything I love. He was like right before you said, I didn't think. And see, this is I remember I told you I should have corrected myself. I didn't know you was gonna say Jiffy Lube Minute, but I thought Jiffy Lube when you said I'll be there in a jiff, and that's what I should have said at the time.
Okay,
that's what I should have said at the time. When you said jiff, I thought Jiffy Lube, and then you said I'll be there in a Jiffy Lube Minute, and I was like, I knew you was gonna say that. Nigga was like, you ain't know that.
Ain't no in the world.
Nigga, I didn't know I was gonna say that shit.
Get out of here, nigga.
I didn't know I was gonna say
We
that
was jumping in the car. I was like, nah, I can't rock.
No, we was coming back from Irvine.
Yeah,
we was in the car.
Me and Triz in the car. Yeah, he was like, man, I believe your ass either, nigga. It's been I can't remember the other time. It's been at least 3 or 4 times you was clowning me to my face and didn't know you was.
I remember that.
But like with Kanye, I think it's important to talk about it in certain contexts. After seeing that, and do you guys see the stuff that happened? You guys heard the stuff he was talking about, right?
I mean,
talking about he was almost aborted. He almost had one of his children, like using his children's names and shit, saying he was almost going to abort one of his children. Harriet Tubman didn't free the slaves. She only made them go work for other white people. Like, I think it's important to call people out on their bullshit. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that
even if that's what they want.
I think it's important to denounce it. You know what I'm saying?
Not speaking on it is a form of denouncing it.
I feel you, but I feel like he's saying stuff that's dangerous.
Because all he wants is for people to react.
Yeah.
And for him to get
And if he's saying stuff of importance that you feel like you have to acknowledge because he's so wrong and he has such a big platform and the subject matter is so important, you're still giving him what he wants. If all he wants is for everyone to react and say something.
No. And this is what I mean.
That's why I'm asking, can this please be the last?
Yeah. This is what I mean. Like what like we were talking about earlier. We used to just ignore because we knew it was so stupid.
And everybody didn't have social media.
Yeah, but if you say something so stupid and so loudly to where now other people will carry that, it's important to come behind that and be like, that's bullshit. And Kanye West is bullshit. Like, people like...
That would be true. I think that would be true if only our leaders were doing it. Like, if when he said something like that, then Dave Chappelle and Jay-Z and Denzel Washington and Honorable Minister Farrakhan, if all of our leaders like came to the forefront and be like, he doesn't speak for us, that's BS. We don't rock with that. But everyone has a platform. Everyone has social media. Everybody can talk about it. And as long as everybody's talking about him, his name, and what he just said, that's all he cares about. That's all he cares about. So it's not like...
That's all him and his family's ever
It's not like just our leaders are going to call him out and that's going to be the end of it and they're going to denounce it and so we know it's wrong. We already know it's wrong. So let's just let him... It's like when Nipsey said about like when I forget who they asked him about. I think it was I think it was Kodak Black. I think it was no, because he was already gone. Kodak Black said the silly stuff he said. But they used one of his old videos to respond to what Kodak Black said about Lauren London and all of that. He was like, people like that, you just gotta put them on goofy time and let them self-destruct. And I fully agree with that. He was like, certain shit you just don't respond to. He was referring to himself. He was like, if real niggas don't respond to it, then y'all don't respond to it neither, man. You just put niggas like that on goofy time and let them self-destruct, because it's clearly gonna self-destruct.
I feel you. I just think that Kanye is playing a dangerous game, and it's important for people that don't realize to hear it.
I think at this point everybody realizes.
I don't think so. Maul on the Joe Budden podcast said he would vote for Kanye West as president because of his genius in music.
I don't think he speaks for the vast majority, though.
But there's people that love Kanye like that. And that's how we got the president that we got now. People thought he was outlandish. People was like, it ain't gonna happen. And then this shit did happen. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Kanye West, look, just so we said, then we could be done with it. Kanye West is a danger to all black people. He will do whatever he thinks is in Kanye's self-interest, to the point to where he'll say, we chose to be in slavery, to the point, I don't care if you have a bigger overarching something that you're trying to get to. You just told white people that Harriet Tubman did not free slaves. I don't care what mental health problems he has, because that person has to want to get help. If your family can't get it, me hoping and wishing the best for Kanye ain't gonna do it for him. Whatever. There's mad people that need help that aren't being a danger to us all. You make it okay for people like Donald Trump to feel the way he does.
How many times have you had a rant like that about Kanye?
At least 4 times.
That's what I'm saying. He's gonna keep doing it. He doesn't care.
I'm not saying me saying is going to get him to stop.
But I'm not saying people saying it in particular. I'm saying people speaking on it is all he cares about. He went on the Breakfast Club and said, that's why I came here, because tell me why I'm wrong so I can change that. He went to TMZ and said some wild shit. Van Lathan called him out. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry I offended you. I'm sorry. When he said what he said about the Bloods and the Crips, they got mad. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, all he does is say stuff, get a reaction. Maybe he'll apologize, maybe he doesn't. His shoes drop, his album drops, he goes away, then he comes back and does it again. Let's just stop acknowledging this nigga, man. I'm so sick of Kanye.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not like, because if you're saying everybody knows Kanye crazy, then what's all this shit behind everything he's doing?
What do you mean?
If you're saying everybody knows Kanye is ridiculous, what is all of this shit behind everything that Kanye does? If everybody knows it's a ploy, then how come he gets so much traction every time he does it?
Bro,
because it's social media stuff.
People slow down and watch houses burn. People slow down and watch car wrecks. People are just gonna.
Kanye's gonna be on a ballot in some places.
He's one of the most influential music people of our generation. I'm not speaking to that. I'm speaking to him saying all this wild shit.
But that's how he gets to a place to where he's gonna be on a ballot.
Because
and the most important.
Because we keep acknowledging his wild shit.
No, but that's what I'm saying. If everybody is looking at it as wild shit, then how come the guy that has said he does not take his medicine is on a presidential ballot?
Because everybody continues to react to it. I know we're not arguing whether or not it's wild. I guess we're arguing whether or not we should continue to react to it, and I don't think we should.
Yeah, that's the only question.
I don't think that not reacting to it is going to stop from being on the ballot. And I think that what Kanye is doing now is a way more dangerous game than trying to sell albums. He's trying to help Donald Trump.
In a form.
Nah, not in a form. He went and met with that motherfucker. And now he's saying he's running for president. In a presidential election that if it ran today, he would get crushed. Donald Trump would lose right now. He would get killed for his handling of this. Because no person, almost no person, regular everyday person of color will vote for him because of what they've seen of what's going on with COVID, who it affects the most, his handling of everything during his presidency. So when he's at his most vulnerable, a motherfucker that he met with is saying he's going to run now, and that person happens to be a staple in the black community, or at least in people's hearts in the black community, to the point to where somebody on a prominent podcast, almost one of the number one podcasts to me that I can see in the country, is saying that he will vote. He's saying that in public. He knows he's in front of a mic. And I think there's mad people that feel like him, that think like him. I think that I could do a better job than Donald Trump as president too. But that ain't the point. That ain't the point.
Yeah,
that I would do a better job than an idiot.
Yeah.
That ain't the point. It's not the point. Any of us could do better because we care more. Nobody in this room has interest. I think that all of y'all would be a better president than Donald Trump because I think y'all listen to the people around you.
No,
He's playing a game that he know. This dude, he views it however he views him, but he sees him as, I want to get there. He admires certain things about him. He said it out of his own mouth, and now he's trying to help that man's agenda. Chance the Rapper, same thing. He loves Kanye. He doesn't want to not be on Kanye's side because in Kanye's eyes, he wants to be looked at as Chance is my friend, is my guy.
Okay, well I'll put it like this.
That's fuck shit, and all of them should be called on it.
My conversation and my thinking and my time has graduated from thinking about and talking about Kanye West.
But this is what I'm saying. You could say that, and then he might be on your ballot. That's what I'm saying.
That means I have to think about him?
That means you probably should have thought about it while he was saying shit to get on ballots and take votes away from the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Like, people ain't supposed to talk about their politics and all of that shit, but this is important. Every vote that ain't going to the person that could win against Donald Trump is a vote for Donald Trump. Right? And that's what I'm saying. And Kanye's involved in this. And we're not going to say anything. We're not going to call out his involvement because what? He's been too outlandish and we don't give a fuck no more? Sometimes we got to call out people's bullshit because they're playing a dangerous game. Kanye playing a dangerous game.
Do you think he actually wants to be president?
I think that he knows that that's far-fetched. But he's seen it happen.
What do you think?
Dude, he admires us in the White House and nobody thought he would get
Do
there.
you think he's running for president to actually become president? Like, what do you think his end goal is? Do you think he's doing it just to help Trump?
Yeah. And it would be nice if it could actually happen. But I don't think that Trump was ever running to be president either.
Well,
he was running to see how far he could take it.
Separate conversation.
And then he ended up president.
So if we know he's not running to win.
Mike, but that doesn't mean, but it's not about him winning. It's about who he's helping. Ain't nobody in Russia getting governed by Donald Trump. Why was Russian government helping him?
My time, brain, and conversation has graduated from Kanye West.
I just feel, I don't know. I don't agree with graduate. It's like, this is beyond my, he's playing a very dangerous game that will in some way affect you. Do you want Donald Trump to be the president?
Nope.
Do you think that Kanye West is helping or hurting Donald Trump?
Helping.
That's why I think that we should call. I'm not gonna sit here and say let's pray for Kanye. I'm not gonna say none of that shit. I don't care. I don't care. Kanye ain't my family, but he's playing a dangerous fucking game. And I think that we should call him on his bullshit, and that should be it. Like, I think it'd be different if we were like, I hope Kanye gets better, whatever, bruh. I just want you to stop doing this. You don't want to take your meds? I can't make you. I hope Kim can. But
that's why he's been getting called on his bullshit for a long time.
But
all he wants is for people to talk, and calling him on his bullshit is talking about.
But he's doing more than one people to talk now. He's not just trying to sell an album.
That's valid.
He's not just trying to sell an album right now.
I'm not talking about that.
He's not trying to sell shoes right now. He's trying to aid the nigga that since he's been president, the KKK's enrollment has went up. 5 black people right after George Floyd were hung by nooses since then. He's helping that man that makes those people feel like it's okay to do that shit. And I mean, we could, like, I feel you. There's a lot of people that feel like, fuck him, let's ignore it, but
someone needs to punch him in the face, really. Someone needs to punch Kanye in the face. Speaking of niggas getting punched in the face, Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. September, 19th? September 12th.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Mike.
Of course. Of course, we was talking before the podcast, Steph don't think they're really going in there to really fight like that.
Let me clarify.
Okay.
I think that when you have 2 people that did what they did at as high a level as they did, like if LeBron and KD play 1-on-1 at 40, I'm there. But I know they're not going there to rip each other's heads off. I know they're not walking in there like, I'm gonna prove to him I'm the best. I'm the biggest dog on the block. I don't think that.
It depends. Because remember watching the Magic and Bird thing when they went to like film the commercial, when they like was putting their shoes on to film the little basketball part, they said they were looking at each other, looking at the producer of the commercial like, y'all want us to really play? Because this is it's gonna get ugly out here. And they was older at that. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
And I think that's cute for both of them to say. I think that's cute. And they could feel that. But when you get out there, that's what okay, look, I'll put it like this. Like I was saying earlier, I think that Iron Mike and Roy are gonna be out there and they're gonna be fighting, fam. And they're gonna put on a show. But they're both gonna be like, Roy's gonna be like, I know what we're out here for. Mike's gonna be like, I know what we're out here for. I'm gonna tap him, but I'm not gonna floor him. They too old for that shit, man.
What? Nah.
They too old for that shit. Like, okay, I'll put it like this. If Mike was fighting somebody younger, an actual active boxer, I would feel y'all. Mike going out there and he gotta be a dog. This motherfucker does this shit every day. Roy in the same position as him. I still stop playing with me. These are boxers, fam. They will kill any regular person walking up. So but you think Mike Tyson's gonna give the business to an everyday fighter right now?
You think they have a predetermined winner?
No.
So they're both going out there.
I think they're gonna go out there and it's gonna be an intense sparring match. They're not gonna be standing in there taking blows.
Somebody's got to be declared the winner, right?
Yeah, and they're gonna be out there trying to win.
Come down to points.
They're going to be out there trying to win. They're going to be trying to show that they're better, but they're not going to be... Bruh, Mike Tyson used to go out there. He's not trying to get past the first round.
That's my point. In any competition, you put two competitors in anything, and the end goal is to win. It's going to get extremely competitive at some point.
Is playoff LeBron a thing?
Yes.
And I think that they're not going to go in playoff mode. They're going to go out there, and they're going to do what they got to do to get through this. I'm trying to win this motherfucker.
I sure hope not. I could see it happening, but... If that's
and I think that would be entertaining. Let me say that. I think that would be entertaining.
That's not entertaining.
Watching two greats spar, that would be amazing.
That's different though, Steph. Like, so that's like...
That's what I think they're going to go out there and do. And sparring, you punch. You're trying to hit them. You're trying to hit...
Okay.
But you're not trying to kill them.
If KD and LeBron, or if LeBron and Kawhi were playing one-on-one, and it was televised, and everybody was watching it, do you think either of them would click on playoff mode to win the game when it's all said and done?
No.
Why wouldn't they?
Because this is a one-on-one game. I don't, like, for what?
For lack of a better term, we're saying playoff mode. I'm saying, do you think they're going to end up, when it's all said and done, they're going to be going their hardest to win that game?
Nah. Not the one-on-one game. That's what I'm saying. Like,
brands on the line, names on the line, bragging rights on the line. Them niggas is finna go hard, fam.
There's none of that for Roy and Mike.
I think it's always there for a competitor.
Especially a fighter.
So, okay, cool. So why would they take that if somebody has to lose this and it's going to hurt like that? Nobody's going to walk away from this. If Iron Mike comes out here and floors Roy the first punch, nobody's going to be out here like, Roy wasn't that good a fighter, bro. Nobody's going to say that. They're going to be like, he's 50. He probably shouldn't even been out there. That's what they're going to say.
I don't think Mike can just come out here and wreck Roy.
No, I don't think that either. I'm just saying,
I think it would be a good fight, especially at their ages, in their heyday, and both of them in their heyday, I got Mike all day long. But right now, at this point, I think it'll be a very interesting fight to see, and I think they will go hard. I think at the end of the day, somebody might end this with a bloody lip. Somebody might have a cut on their face. I think it really could happen. I think they're really going to have a swollen eye. These are professional men with really big muscles throwing punches at each other.
I think no. Somebody's gonna. That's what I'm saying. Somebody's gonna get punched. But Mike Tyson has never walked away from a fight, been declared the winner, and the nigga just had a swollen eye. Nigga was hurt. Nigga was damaged. And Roy the same thing.
I can see Mike getting in the ring and taking one, and it's like, hold on, fam, hold on, and he got to really, you know what I'm saying, or vice versa. I can see it.
I think that Roy's gonna get. I think that both of them are getting in that ring with the idea that I am gonna win. Where's this money going to? Charity, right?
Yeah. So what? You don't want no money to play in the Olympics.
This also ain't the Olympics. That's what I'm saying. I'm also not in my prime. I also don't do this every day. I'm getting warmed up to do this fight.
I'm talking to your point of like, where's the money going to? You almost said that to say like, ain't nobody taking no cash home at the end of the day.
I'm saying
competitors still want to compete. You still want to put on your best. You still want to put your best foot forward, and you still want to.
No. I'm not saying, and I'm saying I think you can do all of that and not go out there trying to kill them. You think okay? Look, both of them clearly think they can win this, right?
Mm-hmm.
You think Roy is going out there like, I'm about to hurt this nigga Mike? He too old to be out here.
And I'm not.
No.
He's got respect for the OG. He's not thinking like, I'm trying to go out here and hurt him.
But
I think he understands.
But this is what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying.
Because this is a fight. I'm not going out here to hurt the GOAT. That's the big.
They both know. But they both.
If I catch him, I catch him.
I have a question. You going into this fight knowing that, thinking like that, like, oh, I'm not gonna go in here trying to knock him. What if Mike's coming in here trying to knock me?
And I think he's arguing that this is an understanding before they even get in the ring. Like,
so there has to be a signed disclosure.
And preseason football, there's an understanding that we're not going hard like that, is it not?
Preseason football,
they hit every play. There's an understanding.
When the starters come out, those guys are playing hard.
We are not talking about bench players right now.
Well, you said preseason when.
Yeah, no, I'm saying those. I'm talking about the starters. These two are starters, right?
I think in those 7 passes that they're giving, they're trying to complete 7 to 7.
No way.
You don't think they're trying to complete 7
to 7? No, they're
7?
trying to complete 7 to 7. I'm talking about the dudes that got to hit. All of them dudes are starters in them first preseason games. They understand.
Yeah, those first 2 drives.
Each other, and they both understand. This don't count. This don't count. And I guarantee we've been in games like this. This is a preseason game. That might be the first game of a summer league. And somebody come in there and just, boom, go bang into you hella hard. You be like, bro, what is this dude doing, bro? Yeah. You going to be, what is this nigga doing?
R.I.P. to Kobe. Kobe's still living. They put him on the court to play 2-11 against T-Mac. What you think gonna happen?
Different. It's different. And everybody will acknowledge that Kobe's different. Kobe didn't take no days off.
Okay, I'm not.
Okay, we're not gonna argue that.
And also,
put somebody else in that position. Yeah.
I'll use Kobe. I'll use Kobe as the example. Kobe didn't give a damn about none of that before.
I know we're not talking. We're agreeing with that. We're not talking about Kobe. We're not
because he was done. He was done with it. Mike been done.
Shaq and Yao Ming.
You think if they play 1-on-1 right now, Shaq gonna be trying to prove he better than Yao Ming?
Yes.
No way. You think that?
I think if Shaq laced up his shoes, if Shaq laced up his shoes and got out there, and Yao Ming laced up his shoes and got out there and looked at this motherfucker,
no way.
Steph, you're crazy,
league,
bro.
Ice Cube's league.
You're crazy, bro.
This ain't the big 3. This is an exhibition one-off fight.
That the winner shared. The winner
is a season. If you do not show up, you will get embarrassed.
That's a little different. You're right. I'm just saying. I'm not. If I'm doing something, this is for me personally.
Well, it must be me.
This is a celebrity game.
It must be a
celebrity game right now.
Fine, but for me personally,
I mean, I don't try
that hard.
Whether we playing in the
Chris Brown.
Whether we playing in the alumni game at
I mean, he's trying hard.
He ain't. All right.
He's getting MVP.
And these ain't the Chris Brown. That's what I'm saying. Nobody that's that motherfucker is taking the celebrity game that seriously. Steve Nash ain't show up to the celebrity hoop game and was trying to get 14 assists. I'm gonna come out here, put on a little show. I'm gonna let everybody know.
But the All-Star games.
This is not a celebrity game.
This is a fight.
This is the equivalent of a celebrity game.
No, it's not. This in the celebrity game is two singers getting in a boxing ring. That's like a celebrity game.
No.
Yes, it would.
I'm talking about the aspect that we're going out here to do this. I already know I could do this. I don't got nothing to prove. This ain't for nothing. This ain't for my legacy. This ain't for no money. This shit for fun.
It is for money.
This shit's for fun.
The winner is going to be crowned.
Whose legacy's on the line?
Even in the All-Star game, what they do in the fourth quarter?
The legacy's on the line in the fourth. And it's understood up until then. What are they doing?
I'm not rocking.
This ain't the fourth. Where's the fourth quarter in this?
But what do they do in the fourth quarter is what I'm saying.
Where's the fourth quarter in this?
What do you mean? In what?
Matter. The fourth quarter is going to hit sometime. In
that's what I'm arguing, that they won't get to a fourth quarter. This is not a fourth quarter situation. That's what I'm saying.
It's not
they're not going to do this, and then at the end, somebody's going to get judged. Nobody's getting judged for this.
What are you talking about? They're not going to say somebody won?
Iron Mike and Roy Jones are not going to be judged by this fight.
Ain't nobody
They're in
their
50s.
If these niggas ain't fighting. What you got to say, D?
So you're saying that they both don't mind if they lose?
Yeah.
No, they both don't care.
Nah.
They don't mind it one bit. They don't care.
I don't agree with that. Because you wouldn't be that way. You wouldn't be going out there like I
No,
nobody who
I'm saying ultimately they don't
feel
care. Ultimately, they don't care. If Mike loses this fight, you think he's gonna be hung up on that a year from now?
In the grand scheme of things.
Nope. Nowhere. Mike's gonna be like, I did that shit for fun. Exactly. Me and Roy have fun doing that, and he's gonna be done with it. That's what I'm saying. And that's why I'm not gonna try to come out here and I'm not gonna try to knock this nigga's fucking teeth out, because we're gonna be chilling in a year.
That's why we're
gonna be chill over this in a year. Yeah.
But they will say, I got one on him.
You got one on me with our 50s?
So what?
Bro.
We were both 50.
Alright, bro. Okay, I'll put it like this. Floyd could lose in a sparring match to some young buck in the gym right now.
It's never leaving me that if I'm doing anything where there's a declared winner and loser, I'm trying to be the winner. Whether we're boxing, mini golf,
whether it's for fun or anything. So that's what I'm saying. How can you say that they're gonna come out here?
Even if this is for fun, at the end of the day, if it's for fun, I'm gonna make sure you understand. But they said even Kobe would do that. Coming to the All-Star game, like, hey, this is the All-Star game. I'm gonna bust your ass, homie. I think if I'm doing this, if I'm Mike Tyson, I'm letting Roy know, hey, yeah, this is for fun, it's for charity and all that. But my nigga,
keep your hands up.
Fight, bro.
And I think, look, this is what I'm saying. Because when we started this before the pod, I was saying that this could be entertaining and them not trying to KO each other. Though that does not mean that there will not be shots thrown. Yeah. Somebody's gonna land something. But I'm fighting Roy Jones Jr. I have to throw punches or he's gonna be all on me.
Yeah.
And some of these are gonna land. But Mike's gonna be like, if I gave him 2 more % when I hit him with that one, I would have dropped his ass. And Roy's gonna be like, you see when I hit him and I didn't even really hit his ass. Because we was out there, some charity shit. I ain't about to floor this nigga like this. Come on, dog. You know that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
They were necessarily going to be out there looking to hurt each other how they would do when they're in their prime.
That's what I'm saying.
Trying to hurt their opponent, but they're absolutely going to be out there trying.
I do not think that I'm going to see Iron Mike. Iron Mike put fear in the people, bro. He is not in that mode, bro. He is not gonna walk in there looking like he's bloodthirsty.
Hold on. So you've seen the trainings of him doing. He's still got his hand speed, right?
And I was
so if you see anything less than what you would normally see him coming out as, you're saying it's gonna be on what you're saying.
If he comes out how I seen him in them videos, that's gonna be what I expect.
Yeah, for sure. So if he come out and you could see him pulling his punches, because that's what it's called, pulling your punches.
He could do that with Roy Jones and it'd be entertaining, and them not trying to kill
that's
each
not
other.
Entertaining though.
You don't think
what?
Put Roy down?
That's not entertaining.
You don't think what he did is putting Roy down?
That's what I'm saying. Seeing two fighters pull their punches is not entertaining. It's not entertaining.
Will look like that. Every legendary fighter that you watch, when they training, they will look like that. No. Have you guys seen Floyd?
Yes.
And he's a little man.
And I was just about to say, and it looked different when he do that too. When he doing all that stuff, the shoulder rolls and going through his heart, it looked different when he do that.
No, when Floyd's with his trainer, he's got them pads up and he's like, back. He looks as quick, he looks as precise as anybody. And that's what I'm saying. Every fighter's going to look like that.
Different.
And then when Floyd gets in the ring, he's not flooring niggas. Because he's not fighting to floor them. Is it not entertaining enough?
Mike look different.
Mike does look different because he's a bigger man.
When Mike's in his training room doing those uppercuts, I'm saying he's coming out in the ring and those combos are the same combos he's knocking these niggas out with while he's walking up to you. When he's coming at his trainer like this in the room, he's walking out that corner doing this same shit at you, looking at you like, okay, and you flinch, he's knocking your block off.
Let me ask you guys this.
So I think Mike's is still gonna, if Mike doesn't walk out of his corner with that same little at you with this bop, I'm gonna be like, okay, I really don't want to watch this fight, because then you're gonna be on right.
I'm gonna ask you.
And I don't want to see that shit.
Because I think we're splitting hairs right here. I think we're splitting hairs.
I agree. No, I agree with you though. I just don't want to see that shit.
No, this is what I'm saying. But I think you can see what I'm talking about, and you'll still love it, and you won't notice the difference. This is what I'm saying. Those punches that we saw Mike throwing in training, I haven't looked at anything of Roy, but those punches we saw of Mike training. Of course, if he hits Roy in the chin with that, he is going to be hurt. Do you think that he's going to come out and try to hit Roy in the chin with that same one? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we're going to see a lot of body shots. I think we're going to see a lot of body shots. I don't think they're gonna be trying to hit each other in the face.
Still trying to put each other down. That's what you're saying. They're not gonna be trying to KO each other.
I don't think they're gonna be trying to hit each other in the head.
Because Michael's coming out for KOs.
We're both retired boxers, bro.
Yeah.
We're both
keep it in the body. Keep it in the body.
And that's what I'm saying. If both of these fighters, if they're trying to hurt you, look, fam. That little thing on your shoulders, I'm gonna knock that off.
He's the most vicious and most ruthless fighter there's ever been. He wants to eat his children. Praise to Allah.
Not that guy anymore.
And that's what I'm saying. When before this happened, he said he is still that guy. He just chooses not to put that negative energy in the world.
Yeah, and he's chosen that for a while now.
So if he come back on camera saying I'm back that guy,
you're not gonna do it. Mike Tyson's come too far to let a celebrity fight where Roy Jones set his ass back. Because if he were to go back to that place, it ain't like flipping and he's good the next day. Mike's got to work to get back there, and he ain't gonna do that to himself.
I feel it. Nothing to do with nothing. So look, do y'all remember like when the quarantine hit, I interviewed a kid on Instagram Live and put it on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked, I will use his name. I asked a friend of mine who does business in San Diego with a lot of different people, a lot of different athletes. I asked him, and if you guys are confused, I'll tell you when we turn the cameras and stuff up. I asked him, like I made a flyer for the interview. I sent it to him in the DMs and asked him if he could post it in his story.
The kid.
Yeah, post the kid. I mean, it was a flyer of me and the kid because.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. With all the info, when, where to listen, and all of that. My friend said he couldn't post it in his story because he doesn't do business with that kid. Because that kid does business with someone else in town that does the same business as him.
Mm-hmm.
So he can't post it in his story. And I thought to myself, it's like, well, I wasn't necessarily asking you to post it for the kid, really, per se. Mm-hmm. A lot of people know who this kid is. He's going to school on a scholarship. A lot of people know who this kid is. I was asking you to do me a favor. Like, you and I are friends.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say this to him, but this is what I'm thinking. And, I mean, this was a long time ago. Obviously, it was right when the quarantine hit, so it's a long time ago. I don't carry him on over. And I've actually seen him, and everything's been cool since then. But at the time, I felt away. Like, was I, cool to feel away?
Nah, you're tripping.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're tripping. Because I might be willing to do you any favor in the world.
It's not that kid.
Any favor in the world. But as he's messing with my competitors, that's a bad look for me. Mm-hmm. So to help your brand, I gotta hurt me a little bit. Let's come up with something neutral. I'll do the neutral favor for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I'll do the neutral favor for you.
Okay. And I left this part out. I'm glad you said that already. I'm glad it worked out this way. Because what I also said to Derek is, I have now done interviews with athletes that he's done business with. And because the first time I didn't even want to ask him to do me that favor, and because he answered with that, I felt like I played myself. So I was like, I'm not asking him for any more favors at all. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But since then, I have done interviews with athletes that he has done business with, and I haven't asked him to, but he hasn't reshared any of those flyers or reposted any of those videos in his story. Athletes that he has done business with.
No, that's not a big deal, man.
I know it's not a big deal. Like I said, I've seen him.
No, I'll say this. I wouldn't feel away. I wouldn't feel away. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, oh, you want to hit the space bar? But what was I saying? Oh, yeah, oh, no, we talked about the neutral thing. I forgot what I was saying.
Me too.
But, You're talking about your friend, and
right.
Yeah. You said he hasn't posted any of the other flyers or anything like that. Like what people choose, what I found out, like just doing business on a very small level that I've done business with people are very fickle, and they think that everything is a big thing. Which I'm not mad at you for thinking that. Which I say that to say is that's why I don't get mad at people if they want to do whatever they want to do with their shit. As long as it's not offensive or you not coming at me. If I ask you to do a favor and you say no, I don't really care what the reason is. It's I was asking for a favor anyway. You know what I'm saying? If somebody don't retweet my shit or do whatever, I'm like, okay, whatever.
See, for me, I already feel like a weirdo asking those types of questions. So then when you hit me with something like that, it's like, man, see, I knew I shouldn't have asked.
Yeah.
But I just, for me, somebody who goes out of his way to make sure I support and hold down everybody. Even if you're like a small acquaintance that I've just met, but you've been super cool and you got an event going on, I'm gonna go out of my way to pull up, even if it's just for 15 minutes.
See, and
I'm gonna do my best to spread the word and try to help you get your message out. And so for me, like when if I ask somebody that I've gone out of my way to be supportive of, if I ask you for a small favor, you can't just reciprocate and show a little bit of love. It's like, come on, fam.
Yeah. But see how you look at it, like people, like you're like, I'm gonna do whatever I can if it's been a short amount of time. Some people look at it as like, I'm not gonna do that with my platform. You know what I'm saying? Like look, I've come into this like in the coaching world. There's been people that wanted me to put up certain things or certain players or certain people or certain programs or organizations or whatever, and I've been like, no, because we try to stay out of that political game. Who's posting who? Oh, they doing this as a favor. So we don't really do it for nobody. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We post our players. We post our events, the shit that we're doing, and we keep it to that. If we're in your event's going to get some promo because we're coming. Mm-hmm. But if not, we're not going to be posting it.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And it's because, just for a simple reason of, I don't want nobody looking at why they post this and they didn't repost my shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just like, I don't want to play that game. You know what I'm saying? Like we're trying to be the outlier in the coaching community, the people that are known for not playing that game. So if you don't see me posting nobody, you can't be complaining. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my perspective. If somebody like, and I say like, if somebody else has like, they have a different criteria that they follow. Or like, I don't really, if you're doing a business with my competitor, I can't do that because that's not a good look for me. Mm-hmm. I can't really be mad. I can't really be mad at it. I could be like, I don't agree, but I can't really be mad.
I just look at it like, I can't get into it because people are going to, right.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
Who's the better actor, man? Michael B. Jordan or Tyrese?
Tyrese.
You got Tyrese?
Yep.
You see, you haven't seen Just Mercy? Mercy. You haven't seen Just Mercy, with Michael B. Jordan?
No.
And Jamie Foxx. And I remember, matter of fact, I'm glad. Remember, I asked you if Michael B. Jordan, because we was talking about he never says anything in his movies, and he's not that great. Now I'm saying if he does this thing in this movie alongside Jamie Foxx, like maybe the conversation gotta change. You gotta go watch that movie, bro.
Okay. Let me.
He did his thing. You gotta go watch.
I'm not never gonna take nothing away from Michael B. Jordan. Look, my criticism of him is because I think he gets too much love for the levels that he's at. That's my thing with Michael B. Jordan. I feel like
because he's a handsome guy,
and I feel like a lot of his acting is predicated on that people think he looks good, and that does not make you a good actor. And I'm not saying that he's not good. I'm saying that people will say that he's great. And I don't know. Great's a lot for him.
Because he's getting roles based on how he looks. Is his aesthetic, can that be considered a talent?
Yeah. Bradley Cooper's done that shit too.
I agree.
Oh, for sure.
And who do you think is better, Bradley Cooper as an actor or Michael B. Jordan?
Bradley Cooper.
And that's what I'm saying. You're gonna start saying names, and Michael B. Jordan's gonna lose in a lot of those. But how he's talked about, you might think homie's top 5. How he's talked about.
He needs things that are like for him. Like Fruitvale Station was for him.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? Even it was when he was a younger
and
kid.
He's got some movies that was like, I don't know if he was bad, but the movie wasn't good.
It was when he was a younger kid, but when he was in Friday Night Lights, he did this thing in Friday Night Lights. You know what I'm saying? He needs things that are for him. I don't remember. I was never big on The Wire like that, but he was in that too, right?
No, he was firing.
Did his thing. You know what I'm saying?
He's firing.
He needs stuff that's for him.
And that was young Michael B. Jordan.
Right.
Like when look, me and wifey were going back watching The Wire shit, and I told y'all about that on the pod, and she was like, "Is that Michael B. Jordan?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Oh my God, he's a baby." And this is what I'm saying, if we gotta dig that far back to be like, where's his best work? Mm-hmm. There's certain people that remind us how good they are. Like, look, every role Denzel do ain't Training Day, but they're not throwaways either. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're hanging on to Fruitvale Station and because Black Panther was so big, you're hanging on to that. Alright, bro, there's a lot of people that got a couple good ones that we could keep on talking about. But we bring up what they did lately. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying with Homeboy. But I think that Tyrese is a better actor. And I think that Tyrese is coming from singing that says something about Michael B. Jordan.
No, I disagree. Talent is talent. You know what I'm saying?
But if I started cultivating my talent later, while you were grinding trying to be trying to be an actor, I was grinding trying to be a singer. I came around, started doing this.
But there's nothing,
and they started throwing roles at me because I could do it.
There's nothing I can do about what you have in you naturally.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do.
I don't think acting is a. I don't think you can look at it like that. Like they train their whole lives to do this.
Bro, but there's some people that if they have no training at all, you throw them on the screen, they're natural.
Yeah, but nobody would say the singer is doing that to a trained actor. If I gave you the average singer and the average actor and said go act, you would say
it's talent.
I think charisma is charisma. I don't think that acting talent is just acting talent. I don't think that everybody could get on there and play a role and do it well. Good enough to be in a movie.
Put it like
you know what I'm saying?
And this is maybe me being cocky, but I feel like I could.
You could have been in Transformers.
I could deliver a really good performance on screen. I feel like I could be in a movie. I'm just too shy to go to the acting, to like go to the auditions and stuff. But I feel like if I got over being shy, I could be a really, really good actor if I wanted to. And I know I'd be watching people on screen and be like, bro, I know I could be more.
And do you think you could do a better job than the trained actor who's been doing this? I went to acting school. I've been doing this my whole life. I've been trained to be in front of that camera.
Some of them.
And if Michael B. Jordan's getting ran up by those dudes, he is not as good as people are talking about.
Look at Ice Cube. Look at Chris Tucker. Granted, they were being funny in the movie, but you believe their role in the movie.
And I wouldn't say that that's the same. But I wouldn't say I wouldn't say that that's the same acting as like if Chris Brown has done a very good job in every role that he's had to do.
He played himself.
It's had to be Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying?
That's not
this one like. Tyrese cannot come on a set. He cannot go to the same, and I don't think this has happened. But Tyrese should not be able to go to the same audition as Michael B. Jordan and get the fucking role, dog. That should not happen. That's like you've been hooping your whole life. This dude, because he kind of a natural, he come out there and ball you up. He don't know shit. Are you serious?
That shit happens, though.
It's rare. And it don't happen, and it don't happen to Cole. And it don't happen to Cole. It don't happen to Braun.
But I'm saying like what? No, go ahead. There's a lot of people that didn't pick up basketball till their senior year and they make it to the league.
I agree.
They didn't play college.
I didn't know till I just interviewed.
None of them are top 10.
When I was talking to Lorenzo, he said his dad didn't play no high school basketball. Somebody seen him in a pickup game and was like, "Yo, come play my college game, scholarship. We play 4 years in college."
That's fire.
And that guy, there's people that weren't able to earn that scholarship that have been playing ball their whole life.
No, and
talent just stands out.
And this is what I'm saying. But we're talking about at the highest level. Michael B. Jordan ain't like he ain't at the little side theater. He's on big screens. This is the NBA of big screens. Take that dude with all that talent. Go hold Braun.
But I mean,
you ain't doing that,
like,
buddy. You can have all the talent in the world. You have all the talent in the world. Braun been doing this. He been doing it.
That's Braun overriding all these guys that went to college.
We didn't tell him to go.
He didn't go to college.
We told him to go.
You see what I'm saying?
We told him to go perform next.
He jumped all those niggas.
But that's
and they prepped.
But that's what I'm saying. So Tyrese is the anomaly to Michael B. Jordan. Because I don't think Tyrese is great. But I don't think Michael B. Jordan is great.
We're talking about what I thought we were just talking about the talent aspect. How you can come from not doing this your whole life, picking this up and having that talent for that. Like skateboarding. Niggas can be trash at skateboarding their whole life, and you pick up a board, and all of a sudden you can kick flip, heel flip because you can just manipulate the board better.
Yeah, I got a knack for it. Yes, and I don't think that at the highest levels that's
possible.
No, I think it's possible. I think that it doesn't happen all the time. Like, there's not a dude in the NBA that was like, I wasn't really trying to do this.
What? There's a lot to be like, I wanted to play football, or I want to do this.
Trying to do this, but this wasn't in my
first, or their first sport, or their first sport.
Like, let's take T-Mac. He was like, I was better at other shit, but I was best believe I was all world at everything I did. That's different. That's different than I wasn't really doing it. Tyrese wasn't really doing this, and then I jumped in and I'm better than who? He ain't one of the best. If I'm better than a couple of these cats, it ain't Tom Hanks, it ain't Denzel. If Tyrese came in the game and was on some Denzel shit, every singer in the game would be an actor now. You know what I'm saying?
They be trying.
Tyrese.
They would be trying.
They do be trying.
No. They all do little acting roles. But if you're
and if those acting roles blow up off that one, then they're on the big screen, trying the next one. And if that shit blows up, then they on to the next one.
But I'm saying none of them get to the Tom Hanks. That's what I'm saying. If we're making like the sports equivalent, yeah, there's dudes that were like Jimmy Butler got it out the mud, and now he's one of the best in the league. Mm-hmm. He ain't better than the top 5 dudes in the league. Because the dudes that get it out the mud like that, you're not better than me, fam. Bron is not. None of get it out the mud niggas, they are not fucking with him. All right, you be as good as you want, Jimmy. If I woke up Jimmy Butler, fam, I'm jumping out a window. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. It's different. You know what I mean? Like, I always use that analogy because I can't imagine LeBron waking up and just, like, feeling like Jimmy Butler. Just wake up and he'd be like, oh, hell no. He gonna be like, I lost it. He gonna wake up, eat a cereal.
Feel like the monster.
He's gonna be like, I don't know if I should do this shit right or left-handed no more. Like, he gonna feel different, bro.
I wonder what it would have been like if Bron played football, though. Because he probably, like, that would have been a monster.
Man.
He would have got hurt.
Out there, man. Everybody as strong as him on a football field, man.
But he's shifty, maneuvery. He wouldn't have got hit.
That's real. Yeah, that's real. You can't fly. You can't call for no foul in football, dog. When they hit you in your mouth, that's legal.
Yeah, because I think Bron get hit by his own teammate and flop to the free throw line.
Look, that's a part of the game. I feel like if they took that out, Bron would be fine.
Yeah,
but
he wouldn't.
I think that a dude that big, like he got long legs, and he's gonna hit you low.
He would adapt.
He ain't gonna play long like that. Like
he would adapt to the physical nature.
Bron would be absolutely great for a short amount of time because he's gonna be like Gronk. He gonna stay getting hurt because there ain't no way to take you down. I'm about to go for your legs. I'm going after. I can't hit you up top. I'm gonna get ran over. Yeah. Like I'm gonna get ran over.
Dope. Yeah, because it's activity.
No, I think he'd be spectacular. What position? Oh, well, let's talk about what position you think he'll play.
Quarterback.
You think LeBron be a quarterback? No way.
He would have probably been a receiver though.
I was gonna say, I think wide out. I think he's too bulky for all that. I think wide out he could do it. I think tight end probably. Safety if he had a different mindset. Who's throwing the ball over him?
Nobody.
He's killing niggas. Don't jump up for that ball, fam. He could get anywhere that ball go. He's gonna pop you.
Let's get better here, man.
Yeah, my dog's going crazy today. Sorry, guys.
Family Room Podcast. Turn number 3 up.
Nah.
Turn it up, nigga.
Turn it up.
Family Room Podcast was episode 54.
54.
I'm Mike Ron.
Stefan Ron.
Jesse Williams.
We out.
We out.
Yay!